Buddy, happy Wednesday. I am so excited. I know I'm jumping on here. I don't know, or Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I'm a day off. I know I don't normally jump on here on Tuesdays, but I wanted to jump on here because I have gotten such amazing feedback from you, spectacular ladies. Um, reaching out, letting me know what it is that you would like to learn for you about your Jeep. And some of it is about you and your Jeep. So I wanted to jump on here. I am still in the process of answering everyone back. I got so many emails in, which I love. Um, but I was out of town for the Memorial Day holiday weekend. So I'm still working away, getting all those answered. So if you have not gotten a response back from me yet, don't worry. It will be coming. I promise. I just haven't made it there yet. So, first of all, happy Tuesday. Woohoo. Woohoo. As you are jumping on here with me today, please let me know where you are watching from, what state you're watching from. I would love to get to see as you're jumping on where you're watching from. That helps me so much to know where you amazing ladies are from. So, first of all, I threw this together kind of quickly because, again, I got so much amazing feedback from you. I loved the emails, and I am all about bringing forward the best way to help you and get all the information that you are looking for your Jeep journey. So, for tonight, what do you want to learn about your Jeep? As you're jumping on here, letting me know where you're watching from. I love it. I see Lori from Massachusetts. We got Tennessee, New Jersey. I love it. Let me know where you're watching from. And let me know if there's something in particular you are looking for to learn about your Jeep for you. Whether it be maintenance, whether it be your Jeep itself, upgrades, building it, going out on the trail, safety, how to protect your daily driver, whatever it might be you're looking for, recovery, understanding how to use your winch. Drop it in the comments so I can see you are at as we're going through this together today. Oh, we got Mississippi, Georgia. I love it. New York. Hello, Pam from New York. All right. So I can't make a decision about whether I want a Redneck Ram or the Apex Power Boost Kit. Oh, that is a tough one. See if we have any other questions come in. So, as we are going through this class tonight together, I'm going to try to keep it really short. But if you do have any questions or think of anything as you are jumping on, just drop it in the chat so that I can see as we are going through this today. So, I did an email and I reached out to you and asked you to tell me what it is you're looking for, what you want to learn about your Jeep. And I was overwhelmed at all the responses. And what I loved the most was so many of you amazing ladies who are new to Lady Jeepers, who are new to Jeeps, just got your Jeep. Let's celebrate for a minute. That is spectacular. I love it. Welcome to the Jeep community. So I got a lot of, I want to learn everything. I'm brand new. I just got my Jeep. I haven't had it very long. I need to learn everything that goes with everything with my Jeep. So I love that so much. And then we had some great specific questions come in. So I'm really excited. I wanted to go through this a little bit today and share with you some exciting news that I have from Lady Jeepers, especially if you are new to Lady Jeepers. This is for you. Or if you're looking, you want some help, specific questions that you have, we're going to go through how you can find everything you need and where to find it, because we already have everything waiting for you here at Lady Jeepers. I do apologize. My allergies are killing me today. Oh my goodness. It is definitely summer in the South. Everything is blooming. So I'm a little congested today. So I want to say welcome. And we're going to be going through what do you want to learn about your Jeep and where you can find all of that, because we have so much that we've put together for you, and I'm excited to share that. First of all, if you are new to Lady Jeepers, I want to take a second to share with you a little bit about Lady Jeepers. Oh, wait, it's not working. All right, we're going to do that in a second. All right, we're going to jump right in and get started. So, like I said, we had so many great questions that came in about I'm brand new to Jeeps. I want to learn everything there is, specific questions. I loved it. Monica, great question. I love this. And this is perfect timing to ask this. So, do you work with just Wranglers? I have a Patriot currently looking for simple color mods, but they're impossible to find. So, Monica, when we are doing a lot of our build that we go through, most of it is specialized to the Wrangler, just because that is something we have such a majority of. But we have had some amazing Renegades, Patriots, you name it. Come to our keys, come to our events. We love all Jeeps. We love all of our Jeep sisters, no matter what you drive. So, talking about the building and the modifications, you're going to notice a lot of it is geared towards the Wrangler. But if you have a specific question, we can definitely help you with any model of Jeep and get you the answers that you're looking for. And as far as the driving techniques, all of that trail riding is identical as far as what you need to know and how to stay safe. So hopefully that was helpful. And yes, finding mods, especially color mods, is going to be a little bit harder. Sometimes you might find that you're going to have to buy something and then get it painted the color that you are looking for. That's kind of across the board. Doesn't matter which model you have. If you really have something you're looking for, sometimes you're going to have to go ahead, find what you like, and then customize it. So that is something to think about. All right. So I'm going to get a little smaller for a minute because I want to make sure everybody can see these slides as we start to go through these together today. All right. So since you are here, I know I put this class up and I said, let's jump on. Let's talk about what you want to learn. So if questions come in, drop them in the comments, ladies. That's what we're here for. And since you are here, you realize there is still so much to learn, to do, to understand, maybe before you want to head out on the trail or as you're trying to make your modifications, build your Jeep, whatever that might be. And you might even have some of these specific questions. These were some that came in. So I wanted to share because, first of all, there are no stupid questions here. That is our principal foundation. Every question is valid. Every question matters. And if you are looking to gain more information, so you're asking that question, it's really important. No judgment, always support here. So don't ever hesitate and feel like you can't ask a question or it's a stupid question or I should already know that. Whatever all those things going through your mind might be, this is a safe space to ask any question. It doesn't matter. We all had to start and learn somewhere. And that is what this is about, bringing forward support, knowledge, and helping each other. So these might be some questions that you have. These were some that came into me. How do you actually air your tires down? So whether you're using an air down tool, the air down plug kit, whatever it might be, how do you actually air your tires down? And how do you do it safely and know what to air down your PSI to? How do I know when and how to put my Jeep in 4 high or 4 low? Super valid question. With these newer JLUs, JTs, I will tell you, you might think like older Jeep would be a little bit harder to shift into 4-wheel drive because it's older. Believe it or not, the newer Jeeps actually can be a little bit harder to get to shift down into 4 low. It's a valid question. How do I navigate obstacles such as ruts, washes, or rocks and keep my Jeep safe? So this is something that is such a great question, when you start talking about ruts or washes, or you're going out trail riding and you see rocks, really, this is a super short answer. But if you think about it, your goal is to keep your vehicle as level as possible. So if you can straddle the ruts and keep your Jeep as level as possible, if you can move to one side, so it's going to help to even out, keep your vehicle as level as possible. Sometimes it's climbing maybe a rock on the passenger side, a rock on the driver's side simultaneously to bring your Jeep up together so that you're not putting it off camber. There are times you're going to have to be off camber, but your goal to start training your eye when you're looking is, where can I put my tires to basically keep my Jeep as level as possible as I'm doing this, so that you're only off camber if you absolutely have to be because of the terrain you're driving on. So that is something to think about when you start wanting to get into how do you navigate those? What are you looking for? So basically, you are looking for the ability to keep your Jeep as flat as possible as you are driving the ruts, the washes, or the rocks, so that you purposely are trying to put your front tires in a situation that's going to keep your Jeep as flat as possible. Sometimes you get off camber, but you're trying to find the position where you would have the most traction, keeping your Jeep straight as possible, so that way you don't have to drop into a rut or a wash, or go over one rock and get really off camber. So you're trying to figure out that positioning basically to keep your Jeep as flat as possible. As the trails get harder, of course that is going to change. But especially as you are starting out, if you're just working on trail riding and you really want to start to navigate, train your eye, that is what you're looking at. You really are looking ahead to say, where can I put my tires to keep my Jeep as flat as possible through this section? And then practice, get comfortable with that, especially at the lower levels. As the trails get harder, their room for learning and mistakes is going to get smaller. Now, depending on when I say moving up trail levels, room for mistakes gets smaller. As far as if you aren't really sure, sometimes on the harder trails, when you make a mistake, that's where you might end up with a little bit of damage, or you might get stuck. So it's great to start practicing that now as you're learning. Excuse me. And then, what upgrades do I need to make to my Jeep, and what parts should I buy? This is such a broad question, but this is a great question because this came in a couple times on the emails, of I don't know what upgrades that I need to make to my Jeep right now, or even like what parts to start buying. The great thing about this is it really is unique to you, depending on what part of the country you live in, what type of terrain you're going to be driving on, how much trail riding you're going to be doing, how much on-road daily driving you're going to be doing. All of those things have a contributing factor into what upgrades you want to make on your Jeep, when you want to make those, and then which parts you should buy to go on that. So if you happen to have any of those questions, I am super excited because we have put together all of the answers for you. And I say we because we are a team here at Lady Jeepers. If you've been a part of Lady Jeepers, you're going to see there is a support team. There are some of the most amazing ladies and a couple gentlemen who really support, believe in Lady Jeepers, and want to help bring forward everything that they can to benefit you. So what I want to show you is we have opened up the Confident Trail University. It's officially open. So excited, because what we did is we have put together absolutely all the answers to all of those questions and so many more that you might have. This also is going to give you an opportunity to get help, to be able to ask questions live, to have access to a professional to be able to ask those questions to. So you never go without your questions being answered. So I'm so excited about this, ladies. So the Confident Trail University is officially open. We are enrolling for our summer sessions. So excited. So I wanted to go through here just really quickly with you to kind of show you what is inside of this. And I also wanted to show you what happens when we work together. So what happens when you become, a confident Trail University student? What happens when you jump into all this information? When you decide right now is the time. When you decide you're like, I want all this information. I want to jump in. I want to do it. I want to learn everything that I can. And I just want to go for it because right now is the time. I don't want to sit and wait. I am ready. I'm ready to jump in and I'm ready to learn. So when we work together, this is what you are going to get. You are going to gain confidence, confidence in yourself, confidence in your knowledge, confidence in your ability, confidence to get out there, feel prepared, excited, know that you can handle anything that the trail throws at you. I'm going to go through these really quickly because I said I would make this class short tonight, maybe. All right. We're also going to get independence. Independence to know that you can handle things when they come up. Independence that you can get out there and change your own tire. Independence to know that you know how to take care of your Jeep. You're watching your temperature gauges. You're watching your coolant. You're watching your transmission temperature. You have what you need with you. You have everything you need for you and your Jeep. You are going to gain strength in yourself. You're going to gain freedom because with the ability to get out there, start taking these adventures, going these places, feeling like you can do this yourself, you are building this freedom. Whether it be where you go, whether it be what you're doing, and the ability to feel safe. To me, that is the most important thing. The ability to feel safe for you and the ability to feel safe to keep your Jeep safe. Because we've already talked about this. Our daily drivers are a huge financial investment. Then you start talking about building them, and then you have to drive them to work or to school or wherever it may be. And you need that reliable vehicle. So there's a valid fear there of I can't hurt my daily driver. But the great news is that there is the ability to feel safe and to go out there and enjoy your Jeep, even if it's your daily driver. Know that you're going to be able to drive it home, to work, to the grocery store, to run all your errands, everywhere that you need to be going. If you can't tell, I'm excited. So, of course, you're going to gain excitement and excitement in everything you're learning, excitement in what you're about to learn. And to me, the excitement of getting out there and doing it. You know, airing your own tires down, airing your own tires back up, disconnecting your sway bar, doing a recovery, being comfortable doing so, knowing how to change your tire, to use the jack, all of the things that are so important if you're going to be out there doing this. And of course, adventure, because that is what we live for. That's why we have a Jeep. We bought it for the freedom, for the excitement, and for the adventure that it can create in our life, the adventures we get to take. Like, for example, we're leaving for Moab in the morning. Can't wait to see some of you ladies there for an amazing adventure. We get to do those things because of the vehicle that we're driving. And that creates memories. And not just memories, but those memories that make us feel like we are living our life to the so that we're not just, in life, living, seeing what happens next. We are taking control. We're grabbing the wheel and we're driving our life. We're living our life to the fullest with creating these memories that will last a lifetime, that we will never forget, that fuel us. And the biggest thing is to find yourself because that is what this is about. The you that you want to become, the you that you become behind the wheel, the you that you find as you're out there taking these adventures, creating these memories. It's getting back to, for me, it was getting back to the me I lost in that daily grind of kind of routine. You know, wake up in the morning, make sure the daughter gets up, get her to school, make sure she has her lunch, go to work, come home, make sure I'm keeping up with the house. I have to be a wife too. I also have to be a boss. All those things, I kind of fell into this, I call it a zombie routine, where I wouldn't know what day it was, how many days went by, weeks, months. Everything was the same. Every day felt the same. And I kind of fell into this rut. In doing so, I lost myself. I became this zombie walking around. So for me, all of this compiles and comes together to find yourself again and find that you that you're like, I love this. I love what I am doing. I wake up in the morning. I am excited. This is for me. I feel strong. I feel independent. All of those things that are crucial for enjoying our life and living it to the fullest. And the biggest thing that you gain is to take control of you. That means take control of you in your life, take control of yourself behind the wheel, take control of you as far as protecting your Jeep, and taking control of you for everything that you know to have that ability and gain that ability to be able to do all of these amazing things. So, also, what do you get when we work together? You get answers to your questions so that you can feel confident in what you know. You get a systematic approach with building blocks so that you can learn without feeling overwhelmed. We're going to dive in. I'm going to show you each section. I'm going to go through what you learn, and I'm going to show you where you can find exactly what you're looking for, depending on where you are in your Jeep journey. I am a very systematic approach type person. I believe in building blocks. I believe in fundamentals. You build on that. You go to the next level. You fine tune your skills. That is how you have success. That is how you do so safely so that you don't have to worry about anything happening to your Jeep. And when we work together, you get a support community so that you are never alone. This is myself. This is the other instructors. This is this whole community of ladies who come together to help support each other, answer each other's questions, cheer each other on, be like, you got this. Congratulations. And the biggest thing is the freedom, the adventure, creating memories and experiences. And those are the ones you can only have because your Jeep takes you there. Getting to see places, destinations, um, magic, and creating more of that magic in your life. So let's talk about the Confident Trail University. There is so much that is packed in here. We have the Getting Started 101 class, Practice Makes Perfect 201, Tune Your Skills 202, and Design Your Jeep Build, Mechanical and Tech, Spots You, and the playlist on demand. This basically is everything that you need, every piece put together in one place for all those questions. Every question that came in on the emails was right here waiting for you. And the answer was right here, plus so much more. So, first of all, I want to go through these classes with you so that you can see what you get inside each class, where you would find the information you're looking for. And the reason I want to do this is because there is so much in each one of these classes and so much information that I wanted to share this with you. I'm really excited about it. I don't know if you can tell, super excited. I feel like this has just been the most amazing thing we could put together for you so that everything is in one place. You get help and you are building your adventures for you. So we have our Getting Started 101 class, and this is designed specifically for beginners and will teach you everything you need to know to hit the trail with confidence. And this is kind of our from basic safety tips, how to do a recovery, and you're getting a professor who will have you ready for the trail with confidence. So, as we go through this, at the end, I'm going to tell you how you can jump in and get started, what your options are. Right now, I want to go through and show you what is in each one of these classes because there is so much information in there. So, I'm going to actually grab out our class syllabus. This is available. Once we're done, I'm going to show you where to find all this information. You can actually download, open, and print the class syllabus if you are interested. So I'm going to go through this kind of quick because there's so much in here. There's like 8 pages. All right. So inside the Getting Started 101 class, and this is something we work through together. You are jumping on a weekly class. We're going to work through specific educational pieces. Then we jump on a live in classroom once a week for an hour, and you get to ask any questions. We do a review for the week, any questions that you have come up, and then you also have direct access to ask any questions that come up for you to make sure you get all the information that you're looking for. So, what is in the 101 class? The 101 class, we go over 4 biggest mistakes people make, how not to make them, the first safety items that you need to have in your Jeep. This is an important one, especially if you're getting started. Terminology breakdown. So some of the slang terms you're going to hear as you're getting started in the off-road community and the Jeep world. Tools that you need to get started. So as you're building your toolkit or your tool bag for your Jeep, what tools should you buy first? Where should you put the money? What is the most important to have? Then we go over the Jeep generations. I feel like it is so important to know all the Jeep generations. And so we go over all the Jeep generations from start to current. Then we go over the most common tire types. We talk about the difference between all terrains, mud terrains, what you kind of need to know about tires, trail etiquette, before you go to an event checklist. So things you need to do before you get ready to head out and go on an adventure. When you first get to a new park or a trail ride, know the trail and the people that you're riding with. That is a crucially important one. I know you've seen me do class after class about this, but there's a reason why. That's how you have a great trail ride. Your pre-ride checklist. So this is safety for you and your Jeep. You have your pre-ride checklist prior to going out on the trail. That includes airing down your tires, a bead lock wheel specific overview, disconnecting your sway bars, reconnecting your sway bars, and so much more. Then we have 4-wheel drive in your transfer case. So we go over how 4-wheel drive really works. And when I say really works, like what it means when you engage your transfer case, what that does, how that affects your tires, and understanding what all that means, as well as some tips and tricks for your shifter to go in and out of 4 low. Talk about manual locking hubs. You don't see those as much, but it's in there. How to use your 4-wheel drive. So when you should use 4 high, 4 low. The role this plays in your trail ride, different terrain types, including mud holes, water crossings, water safety for your Jeep, sand, rock crawling, and driving skills. Then we talk about successfully driving and navigating hills. So your downhill assist, your hill climbs, and off-road safety for you. Then we get into winch and recovery. This is our basic winch and recovery. We go over safety, most important thing, the equipment that you need, and how to use that equipment. We go over the basic use of a snatch block, and we talk about different shackles, soft shackles, and your D-rings. Then we go over your post-ride guide. So once you get back from a trail ride, and bonus protection for your Jeep, what safety upgrades you can make. We go have a Rubicon specific class to really understand what the Rubicon does, how it works, when to use it. That is a key. You don't want to always just jump in and hit all your Rubicon buttons. Then we go over what you need to know when choosing a jack. So if you're going to buy a jack, what you need to know, overview of the most popular bottle jack, high lift jack, off-road floor jack, and an air jack. That is all just in your 101 class. That's a lot. I know. I get it. That's a lot of information packed in there in one class. But there is so much more. So once you move through that, your next step is going to be the 201. So for the 201, I'm going to jump back over here. All right, so 201 is the next step up. This is if you're looking to take your Jeep skills up a notch and you're ready to move up to the next level. This is in between beginner and intermediate. Our Practice Makes Perfect 201 Jeep course and classes will teach you how to safely navigate more challenging terrain, and our classes are designed to help you build your confidence and skills. You learn how to safely move up to the next level with your Jeep because, again, safety first. Build on those skills. Keep you and your Jeep safe as you're learning more, as you start to push yourself a little bit. So when we move into the 201, so if you've had specific questions, you're probably going to hear me show you where you can go to get that question and so much more answered. But I wanted you to see what is in each one of these, especially if you're looking for something specific. So inside our 201, we have Recovery 201. So we're going to do Recovery 201 safety, having the right equipment, knowing what are safe recovery points to use to attach a strap. And our 201 recovery is all about towing and pulling out a stuck vehicle. Then we move into our off-road safety 201, which is going to be changing a tire on the trail. This is really important. So your off-road safety, changing a tire on the trail, safety first, changing a tire using a bottle jack, and using the high lift jack. So you know what you need to do, how to use it, how to stay safe, with some bonuses of using a high lift jack when you have to compress suspension. So if you have a Jeep with a big lift on it and big tires, you're going to notice you may have an issue with the high lift jack. For example, we just did a shock tune on my big Jeep. So excited last weekend. It was amazing. I have some videos coming of that too. I really dialed her in. Well, she has 16-inch coilovers. So to unload that suspension takes a lot, unless you go under the axle to lift. So I actually show you on my big Jeep, if I have to use a high lift jack, what I need to do to actually be able to get the Jeep up off the ground without maxing out the jack for safety. So we go into compressing suspension and how to use a bottle jack. Then we go into safety upgrades for your Jeep. So this is as you're moving up. Now it's time to start thinking about belly skids, upgraded differential covers. We go over a video on how to flush and change your differential covers, reroute the differential vent lines, especially if you are trail riding in water or mud frequently, rock sliders and what real rock sliders are versus steps, having the correct gears in your Jeep, that is crucial. Then we go into driving off-road 201. We really get into understanding your Jeep specs, your wheelbase, your width, your bumper-to-bumper length, your total width, your belly clearance, your differential clearance. Why and what does that mean? We move into that, then determines your approach and departure angles. So what those are, what they do, what it means, and how to measure your approach and departure angle. And then how this relates to lines for you and other Jeeps. We actually start training your eye, have some videos of the same obstacle with different Jeeps driving it so that we go through that together and we talk about it. So you can see the difference of one same obstacle, but with a 2-door, with a 4-door, with different tire size, with different lines as you are approaching. Then we go into the truth about lockers. We have bonuses. We're doing the Rubicon class, jack safety. So what you really need to know when you're using a jack, and that goes for any jack. A lot of information in there too. I know. All right. So then you might be saying, what happens once I get done with 201? Or what if I want to learn more? I want to keep going, building those building blocks. Then we will move into our 202 class. I know there's so much in here, but I'm so excited. So excited to share. And then I'm going to tell you how we put it all together and where you can find all of this. Let me make sure really quick. I don't see any questions before we keep going, because I feel like I'm throwing a lot at you all at once. But I wanted to go through all of this because I'm so excited. So excited. We just opened it today. So excited for our summer session. So we are enrolling for our summer session now. So excited. All right. So Tune Your Skills 202. This is the intermediate course and classes that will teach you how to safely navigate more challenging trails And our classes are packed with useful information that will help you take your driving skills to the next level. We offer classes that cover all sorts of terrain so you can explore whatever interests you. Because let's be honest, we all like something different. Some people like sand and dunes. Some people like rocks. Some people like mud. And there's no right or wrong. That is what is so awesome. Plus, we go over what modifications will give you an edge on the trail and keep you and your Jeep safe on the harder trails. So this is a big piece. I know, like, as we have been moving into some of our events, our in-person live events we've been doing, we started those in 2019 was our first one. We're now in 2022. I love it. And we do have once a year, we do our intermediate event. Of course, there are minimum requirements that have to be met to attend this event. When we start talking about intermediate, and then we want to move up to advanced. So we talk about what you need. So in this Tune Your Skills 202, we talk about what you need to know and understand to move up to that advanced level. I have only ever put out an advanced event one time. I had my minimum requirements and we were not able to have it fill. And that's totally fine because to me, safety first, right? You have to understand what that safety is and what that safety is for you. I'm glad you made it. It's okay if you're late. How long does the system session last? So Cindy, great question. I'm going to dive into that in just a little bit. But what we have done is each one of these classes is broken into a 5-week session. So basically we have our spring session, which is going on right now, summer session, which is what we are enrolling for. So we have summer, fall, winter, we have a holiday break, and then a winter 2. So basically you have the opportunity to sign up and go step by step through this entire system, start to finish. So it's a year total by the time you actually work through each one of these classes. Or you have the opportunity to enroll individually in whatever classes you want to be taking. So that way you can customize what you are looking for and get the most out of this for you. So each one of the sessions is a 5-week session. Then we start with our next one. So again, we're enrolling for summer, then we'll have fall, then we'll have winter. I recommend that we do one focus at a time. If you wanted to sign up and do all of them at one time, I feel like that would be overwhelming. Plus, I'm a big follow the building blocks person. So I feel like you need that foundation to build on. But we went ahead and did the individual classes as well. So you can pick whatever class, if you just want to take a couple of these. You're like, I just want to sign up for this one for summer, this one for fall, this one for winter. That is an option as well. So for the Tune Your Skills, really quickly. So this is what you need to know about moving up to the intermediate levels. This is about understanding your decision, understanding the higher risk of damage on the harder trails and safety. And what that means is a new priority, understanding the capabilities of what your Jeep requires, understanding who you are riding with, very important. Know and understand your limits. This is a big one. And this can be a hard one to swallow sometimes. I even have that in the syllabus. But truth, honesty, and safety are absolute number one. I am kind. I am supportive. I want everyone to love their Jeep, get out there, have amazing adventures, but do it safely. So to me, safely is my biggest concern, the biggest thing that I push, safety for you and your Jeep. Then the difference between intermediate and advanced. We talk about what different trail levels mean, moving up from intermediate to advanced, and also the safety. So what that means, going in depth into actual safety requirements. Excuse me, my allergies today. All right, then we go into safety and safety modifications. So this is the safety that you need to upgrade to be on the intermediate trails, and then aftermarket upgrades that you can make for your safety as you start moving up on the levels. This includes cages, harnesses, seats, helmets, and neck braces. what to do in a rollover, your body, hands, and feet, how to turn the vehicle off, and then we go over how to safely recover a rollover in our advanced recovery. And if you're outside of a vehicle or a bystander in a rollover, what you need to know. Then advanced winch and recovery. We go over multi-line recovery, rollover recovery, multiple anchor vehicles, line height and location. So that as the trails get harder, if you're doing a winch and recovery, sometimes you need to understand the mathematical geometry behind where, if you're going to put your line high or low, or even with your vehicle. And sometimes there's a reason for that based on the obstacle that you're on and what type of recovery and how crucial that recovery is that you're doing. Then your intermediate Jeep build. We go over protection for your Jeep. We go over off-road upgrades that you need to think about making if you're going to be doing the intermediate trails with your Jeep. And then we also go over driving off-road 202. So we go over hang-ups, off camber, different angles, knowing your Jeep. If it's wet versus dry, example of lines and different vehicle choices. This is one that we actually go in depth together. So you're going to watch a line. You're going to watch multiple different vehicles with different builds do the same line and then move over and do a line. Watch the multiple vehicles so that you can see that sometimes if you are looking, especially as the trails are harder at intermediate and there's multiple line choices, just because someone does one line in their Jeep does not mean it is the right line for you, so that you can actually see the differences there. See what it looks like for a 2-door, for a 4-door, for an off-road rig. So we start really diving into understanding and starting to read rocks, ledges, and understanding what that means and finding the best path for your vehicle. Because again, this isn't about going out there and finding the hardest line. As you move up your levels, you're still trying to find the easiest path. So the path of least resistance to get through that obstacle. As the trails get harder, the easy line gets harder. So, if you are on a tough intermediate trail, that easy line might be a really hard line, but that's still the easiest out of your choices to get through that obstacle or up that ledge. We start talking about RTI ramps. There are some safety procedures and protocol you need to understand if you ever get on an RTI ramp, what the RTI ramp is for, how it works, and how that benefits you. Then we start going into learning how to spot. So it's about signals, it's about principles, and it is working on your eye. And it's about understanding what position you are stepping into and responsibilities you are taking on by stepping into the role as a spotter. And then we go into how to safely haul your Jeep. Reason being, when you move up to the intermediate level, usually at that point, you start thinking about putting your Jeep on a trailer. Not all the time, but especially if you're going out there to do some harder trails, you definitely want the option of understanding how to safely haul your Jeep on a trailer. I know that probably for some of you is like, but that sounds so easy. It's put your Jeep up on the trailer and you strap it down and off you go. But it's really understanding the weight distribution on a trailer. It's understanding the length and the width of your vehicle comparative to the trailer, talking about fenders on the trailer, and then, of course, strapping your Jeep down safely. So those are all really important to understand before you get to the point you want to be loading your Jeep up on a trailer and hauling it somewhere, because it's not quite as simple as drive up the ramps, pull your Jeep up, and strap it down. There are things to consider when you go to load your Jeep, where that weight distribution is, the load is. What are you hauling it with? Are you hauling it on a gooseneck, a bumper pole? What is the difference? Why does that really matter? What difference does that make? So we go over all of that because to me, that is still a piece of understanding your Jeep, your journey with your Jeep, and doing something safely because it still involves your Jeep. Whether it's getting your Jeep to or from the event, that is still something that is crucially important to understand. Remember, I am Safety Patrol. I am all about safety. So I have no problem admitting that. All right. So then we're going to move in. I know if you've been here, been a part of Lady Jeepers, you've heard about the Design Your Jeep Build program. I just have to tell you, you amazing ladies have made such an impact with this. I've had two different shops personally reach out to me who said, I had one of your ladies from Lady Jeepers come into my shop with their Design Your Jeep Build manual. They had everything filled out. They had their design plan. They told me exactly what they wanted. They knew exactly why, and it was amazing. Could we get some of those and put them in our shop for our regular customers? It was fantastic. So thank you, ladies, for bringing that forward. And the feedback from the shops has been absolutely amazing. They appreciate it too. So, the Design Your Jeep Build program and classes are specifically tailored to help you modify and improve your Jeep so that it can tackle safely the trails. And also, I want to make sure that if you're upgrading your daily driver, you don't lose your on road drivability and performance. It's so important. And we understand that every single Jeep and our program reflects that. We'll work with you to choose the right products and Jeep plan based on your individual goals and needs. Our experienced and knowledgeable professors will help you with all the tools and information you need to succeed. We'll also be there to answer any questions that you have along the way. So, really quickly in this one, so much packed in here because we go so in detail. So you have your know your Jeep specs. So that's your My Jeep current specs. This is so important to know your starting point so you can put a good plan together and that you understand what changes you will need to make based on what you want and the current specs your Jeep has now. The biggest thing about this is no surprises. As long as you know what you're going to need to upgrade and change, then it won't be a surprise. Like, I didn't know going to 37s, I needed to upgrade my steering and my front end components. We want to make sure you understand all of that, everything, every piece that you're going to need to change or modify based on the plan that you have for your Jeep. And as part of that, we do a JLJLU specific because I know with the new Jeeps, with the new axles, sometimes it can be confusing. Understanding your Jeep factory build sheet, Jeep generations, how they were stock, and then we do walk arounds on 3 different individual Jeep builds. Then we go into tires, axles, and gears, how they all work together, understanding how the 3 of those all play a part, dive into understanding gears, including the ring and pinion, what regearing means and does, your gears, carriers, and axles, and the gears in your transfer case. Understanding the differential, the 3 types of differentials, the locker in your differential, quick overview of the Dana 30 versus the Dana 44, and then understanding the locker. Then we go into bumpers, fenders, wheels, and tires. So we go into the bumper and fender and how the fender actually can determine the lift height that you're going to need to go with, wheels and tires, beadlock wheels, understanding wheel spacers. Then we jump into lifts, what lift height is right for your build. And we go into a quick tip about long arm kits for the TJ, leaf spring, focus for the CJ and YJ. And then, of course, bump stops and limiting straps are something you need to think about depending on what lift height you are going with. Then we talk about stock parts to upgrade. We have it for performance, for on the trail, off road performance, the spare tire carrier, or the delete. That is a little controversial, so we dive into that one together. And then upgrades for safety. Then, of course, you have your final build class and overview. So you get your final build sheet design, and you get to ask any questions that you might still have regarding jumping in and finalizing your Jeep build. I see some ladies jumping on. Hello, Barbara. Sorry, I know this is a lot I keep throwing at you, but I'm so excited. All right, last one. Well, almost last one. All right, this I am so excited about. So excited. This is something we have never done. And I'm so excited to be putting this out there. It is amazing, spectacular. I don't think you will find this anywhere else. Well, I don't think you'll find any of this information packaged together anywhere else in one place. But this you want to stay around for, because I've never seen this anywhere. And I'm so excited to even be talking about this, because I feel like this is one of those once in a lifetime opportunities. Oh, I'm going to need a second Jeep for trails. I need to win the lottery. That is so not true. Depending now, I mean, if you want to start killing hills and doing the really advanced stuff, that is different. But you would be shocked what you can safely do in your daily driver, and what levels you can go to. Now, if you really want to be doing the hard trails, you're going to have to give up some of your road drivability to be doing that. But you would be shocked at what you can do with a daily driver. You can still drive on the road and love and enjoy. It's amazing. All right, ladies, I see Charlie is on here. So this is the first time I have ever announced this, and this has ever been available. So, ladies, we have our mechanical and tech course and class. So, our mechanical and tech course will teach you everything you need to know about caring for, maintaining, upgrading, installation, all things Jeep related. Basically, you are getting your own personal mechanic who will help guide you through every step of the process, answer all of the questions that you might have. This is huge. This is something that, I don't think you can find anywhere else. It's almost like being able to have your own mechanic professor that you can ask any of your questions to. You can trust the answers. You know you are going to get the best quality feedback and answers for you and your Jeep. And again, this is going to include maintenance, such as oil changes, differential services, upgrades. It'll go into any of the questions that you have as well. So some of the sections that are going to be available to you are going to be maintenance for your Jeep, greasing before you go out to an event, greasing your joints, your bearings. What does that mean? Going in depth into that, talking about batteries, cleaning your battery terminals, the life of your battery, what you need to understand. And then, of course, so much more in any questions that come up for you. And your next section is upgrades and modifications. So really understanding what modifications, upgrades you can do yourself, what you really need to have a professional do, and then also understanding what it means. Like, what happens to your Jeep when you get a lift put on it? What really happens? Those are the education and the knowledge base that you're going to gain with this. Then you'll have a wiring section, understanding like the S-Pod, understanding how important, especially with these newer Jeeps and with rock lights and light bars and winches and radios, all these different things, how crucially important clean wiring that is not just run to your battery is. A little bit of hard truth here. Sorry, ladies, but I have to be honest, because we see so many of these newer Jeeps catching on fires in these newer Jeeps, electronical issues, how you run your electronics and your lights and how you hook everything up is crucially important. So that right there could be a Jeep saver, to understand the difference between like an S-Pod, switches, and running directly to a battery could save you your Jeep. That's huge. Then also talking about wheels, like understanding offset, understanding bigger wheel sizes, wider wheel sizes, understanding how the wheel spacer plays into all of that. So what is your best choice for you if you're going to go ahead and upgrade and order a new set of wheels? And then, of course, you'll have your Ask Anything Q&A, which allows you to ask any question that you have that is mechanical or tech related to your Jeep. So you're getting the exact answers you're looking for, direct access to everything that you could want to learn. So excited. I'm so excited about all of these, but I'm super excited about this one too, because I feel like it is so unique, so different. And talk about beneficial. You don't have to jump on a Google search, YouTube video, try to ask someone else. And the hard part about that one is you can do that. You can go ahead and, YouTube how to do a differential flush. But the hard thing is you may see multiple different ways or multiple different opinions. Not that one way is the right way, but we are going to be giving you the way to trust so that you don't have to try to figure out on your own. Like, well, does that make sense? Does that not make sense? Should I do it this way? Should I do it that way? Is there anything I really need to know if I go to change my own oil? Um, all of those are really important. So knowing that you have that person, that professor to ask and get those answers to me is priceless. So what I want to share with you, let me jump to my other screen. Now that we've gone through everything that's in there. All right, so there's 101. There's Getting Started 101, Practice Makes Perfect 201, Tune Your Skills 202, Design Your Jeep Build, Mechanical and Tech, and the Spot You program that I didn't even get into that is all about building your skills behind the wheel. It gives you exercises to help with your precision, your control, understanding where your tires are, tire placement. That directly goes right into trail riding. Okay, driver tire needs to be on that rock. Passenger tire needs to be on that rock. You know exactly where your Jeep is because you've practiced and you've put in the time. And it's one of my favorite ones because I am so detail technical oriented. That's how I drive my big Jeep. I don't go out there, turn to the hardest hill, put it in third gear, and mash the gas as hard as I can. I know some people do. Nothing wrong with that. Chad's next TJ buggy is that's how it's going to drive, but that's not how I drive. I want to be controlled and precise. I want to know that I can put my passenger rear tire on that rock without touching it with any other tire. I want to know I can position my Jeep exactly where I need it to be so that then if I'm on something that's hard, if I'm on something that's technical and it's difficult, I have the best chance possible to keep control, put the Jeep exactly where I want it, and know where my tires are at all times. So the Spot You program is all about building those skills. It is 6 sections. It has cone exercises. It has diagrams, exercises to lead you through how to set up your course, how to use it for your tire placement. And there's some reverse in there too, because that to me takes you to the next level. Like if you want to be on intermediate trails, or if you want to be the most controlled, safest you can be on beginner trails, that's how you get there. It's about building that skills, tuning that precision, that understanding, and that knowledge. That is what takes you to the next level. So we also have the Spot You program as well. All right, so if you jump over to ladyjeepers.com/university, you are going to see, I'm going to jump over there with you. Oh, I got to make this a new window. Hold on. Me and technology. Okay, Windows. There we go. All right. You are going to notice we have a couple different options available for enrollment into the Confident Trail University. So when we talk about different sessions, right now we are signing up for the summer session. So the summer classes are going to be starting in the very beginning of July, right after 4th of July. We are limiting the number of spots in these classes. So we will close enrollment for the summer classes once they fill. But what you are going to notice is there's 2 different enrollment options when you jump over here. You are getting so much information in this. Crazy. There's me being crazy because I'm so excited. This is just amazing. Okay, so as you scroll down, you are going to notice we have a full enrollment package. This full enrollment package is your step-by-step piece. So this, when you do a full enrollment package into the Confident Trail University, you are going to get step-by-step. So you're going to get a year enrollment. You're getting access to every single class, and we're going to work through it step-by-step together. That means Getting Started 101, 5 weeks. Once a week, you have a live class where you jump on. It's an hour. It's a review of what was taught for the week, and it's a live Q&A to ask any questions. Your professor has a work day where if you send them an email or a message, they're going to get right back to you. Then you move into Practice Makes Perfect 201. Again, it's a 5-week session. Every Monday, the session's open. So the homework, what you're learning, then we jump on together live again once a week for those 5 weeks. We work through it. We do an overview every week and answer any questions. And again, you always have access to ask anything that comes up and know you're going to get a direct answer right back. Then we move into the Tune Your Skills 202. Then we move into Mechanical and Tech, Design Your Jeep Build, and you'll have the Spots You program to work through at your own pace. And then the video playlist on demand, which basically is like a Netflix for Jeeps. We have put together, believe it or not, 355 educational videos over the past couple of years. We cover everything from death wobble to spacers, to installing grab handles. Whatever your question is, there's probably a video on it, how to remove your doors. So everything is there and organized in this video playlist. This is launching for the summer session and will be open and available. It will have categories. It'll be just like Netflix. There'll be different series. You can search by search terms. So if you were like death wobble in my Jeep, video pops up. You put in changing my headlights, video pops up. You put in their secondary battery, auxiliary battery, it pops up. So everything is in there and waiting for you as well. So basically you're getting everything. You are getting all of the courses. You're getting all of the classes broken into 5-week sessions. You're getting a professor to help you live to go through it, to answer any questions, plus direct access to them. And you get all of this for the entire year. Now, you will have different professors for different courses within the Confident Trail University. So keep in mind, some of these professionals are going to, like our Specialized Lady Jeepers mechanic, is going to be phenomenal. You are going to gain so much by having direct access to that. It will be mind-blowing. So you are getting all of this. And you can go ahead and enroll for a one-time payment or a monthly payment for full enrollment into the university. Your sessions will be starting for the summer session. It will go for a year. You will work through all of that. And you will get all of the manuals sent directly to you for each one of these classes. Or you can go ahead and pick which class you are looking that you're like, oh, I want to jump into Practice Makes Perfect, or Design Your Jeep Build, or Mechanical Tech, or Tune Your Skills. You can go ahead and enroll individually for these classes for the different sessions as well. So if you're like, there's really 2 that I really want to take, you can jump in and enroll individually for those specific classes, and you still get the same thing. You'll get direct access to the Confident Trail University portal, which has all of the information in there for you. As soon as you log in, you'll notice you'll have access to the course for your class. It has all of the class dates. It has the times, where to go to get on your live classes, how to contact your professor, and all of the information that you need right there inside. Then once a week, you get to jump on live together, go through the week's homework, and ask any questions that you might have. I know that's a lot, but there's so much waiting in there for you. And again, we went through what's in each one of these. So if there's something specific you're looking for, or for you amazing ladies that were like, I am brand new to Jeeping, I want it all, this is all. This is where you can get everything in one place, all of the questions that you're going to have, everything that you need to know, but work through in a good progression so it's not overwhelming, so that it's fun, you're excited, and you have a great time as you are learning. All right, let me stop screen sharing. Okay. So if you are interested, all you need to do is jump over to Lady Jeep said, we are opening it right now. Time for summer enrollment for our summer session. If you have questions, or if you would like to jump on and go through how to set up the best plan for you, an individualized educational path, I would love to talk to you. All you need to do is drop #more, and then we can jump on to a live chat on a Zoom, answer any questions, talk through what you're looking for, what would be the perfect educational path for you, and what would make you feel like you are just like, yes, I love this. I'm getting everything I need. I found all the answers to all of my questions, because that is what is the most important thing. So if you are like, I still have a question, or I'm wondering about this, please don't hesitate. Drop a #more, shoot me a message, or shoot me an email. And I would love to jump on and chat with you and figure out how we can get you everything you were looking for. So thank you for jumping on here today. I said I was going to keep it short, and I did not. So I apologize for that. But I'm just so excited for all of this information, all of this education, all of this help and support that you have waiting for you if this is what you're looking for. So jump over ladyjeepers.com/university or #more and let's talk. No pressure, super easy. I'm here to help you on your journey to make sure that you get to have the adventure, have the fun, go the places you want to, but do so safely and never have questions that are not answered. So thank you for spending a lot of time with me tonight on this Tuesday. I greatly appreciate it. Again, anything comes up, let me know and let's talk. I love to chat. I love to see how I can help you get to where you want to be with your Jeep. So thank you for jumping on here with me, ladies. It's awesome. So excited. Yay, love it. Cindy said, this is awesome. Thank you. Woohoo. Thank you, ladies. I love it so much goodness. Just so you know, the 202 class that we are doing for that 5-week session and the mechanical and tech for that 5-week session have never been done before. They're brand new information, brand new training, brand new pieces that we're bringing forward to you and support. So I'm really excited about that. So we continue to add. I feel like, you start at the 101 and you learn, and then you go to the 201. Then you're like, okay, now I'm ready for more. Now I have different questions. I need to learn new things. I need a different understanding of safety. So we're going to, every time that happens, when we get to that growth point, we will always make sure that is what Lady Jeepers is here for, to make sure all of your questions are answered, all that information that you need, and that next step is always available to you. So if you do jump in and decide to do full enrollment into the Confident Trail University, don't worry. When our next ones come out, like our advanced, you'll be an alumni. So you'll get access to that too. That's my thing. I want you to get everything. I want you to get everything you need. And I want you to feel so the whole time, every step of the way. That's what we're here for. So I'm excited. Thank you for spending this time with me. Don't hesitate. You can come back here and comment on the video. Shoot me a message or an email. I would love to jump on and talk if you have any questions that have come up for you. If not, jump over, grab your seat and your enrollment into the Confident Trail University, because we have to limit the seats in each of our sessions and each of our classes to ensure you get exactly what you need and what you're looking for. So if you're thinking about it, I wouldn't wait too long. Like I said, just opened it right now, brand new. So excited. All right, ladies, I'm going to let you go. A quick note. I jumped on here today for kind of our Pop On Live. I will jump on tomorrow, but I'm going to be on the road to Moab. So it will be our cup of coffee with Kristen tomorrow, Wednesday at 2 p.m. will be very informal because we will be on the road to Moab for the Lady Jeepers excursion and training event in Moab. So excited. All right, ladies, thank you for bearing with me and spending this time with me today. And I can't wait to see you again. I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.